We got bulletproof glass now. Bitch, I turned up. I feel like I want a Grammy. I'm speaking Guapanese. I know he cannot understand me.
So yesterday's point system in the solo cash cup was probably the worst thing that I have seen in my entire life of Fortnite competitive formats, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw up some pictures on the screen right now of people complaining on Twitter. Pretty much my experience yesterday in the tournament. I looked at the format and I saw that it was 4 points per kill. I saw that placement was extremely boosted as well, and I thought the placement was really good because before you could get 26th place in a tournament and get the same amount of points in that round as somebody that got like 96th and died off spawn, except you wasted 15 minutes to get there and still die. So the placements, they did a very good job at changing the placement system up. But as far as the elims, 4 points per kill was way too much. Fortnite already addressed this issue. I checked the Reddit yesterday, and pretty much they're changing the elims for future tournaments instead of 4 points down to 2, because my experience in the Cash Cup yesterday was horrendous. Essentially, I started off and I saw that the point system was a little bit different, and I realized elims was probably going to be the way to go. Like, you have to get a bunch of elims if you want to get a lot of points. But at the same time, in my head, I was like, let me just play my regular strat and see how I actually size up, because I didn't have a legitimate strat going into it, and I felt like if I failed, then I'll go ahead, readjust, come back next week and see what happens. So in my first game, I actually managed to get to the end game. I lit up so many kids one shot, couldn't get that many kills. I think I ended up with 1 kill, and I got second place. I had like 26 points, I believe it was, at the end of the first game. Maybe it was 29. I think it was 26. Checked the leaderboards and saw that top 100 had 52 or something like that. So they had double my points, even though I got second place and a kill in a competitive event. And I was like, what is going on? So I played it for one more game, kept the same strat. I think I ended up with 40 points. Looked at the leaderboards again, and they had like 86 top 100. So essentially, I realized that the original competitive Fortnite was dead. I was like, this is crazy. I can't believe there are no more end games. Everybody's playing so bad. No one's using their head. They're just pushing storm fights. Everybody wants to get as many kills as possible. You get to the end game, which was the most fun and competitive and hard part of Fortnite, which is rotating through a bunch of people, and there's 6-man moving zone. I just couldn't believe how bad the format was. Either way though, I just want to let you guys know Epic did change this, so for the future tournaments it's going to be 2 points per elim instead of 4. So hopefully we still have those stacked end games, and I think that this point system is going to be way better. Like, according to my math, like the quick math that I did, if everybody yesterday got like half the amount of kill points that they got instead, I believe it would still be a very good competitive tournament. And I think that more people will play for endgame, as placement is more important now, as it should be for a battle royale. That whole W key fest, it was sort of just, it felt like mini creative fights all over the place, because nobody really cared about getting stacked and getting to endgame. The whole game just died, and the guy that went salty and got 7 kills but backed out did way better than somebody who spent their time in the game farming up and actually playing for the end game. So yeah, after those first 2 games for me, I just turned on the stream and landed salty pretty much all the rest of the games, just talking to the stream about how I felt about the point system. I was just very, very surprised, very baffled with how it went down. So we just W keyed and tried our best. At that point, it didn't really matter, but it's good to see that they're changing this point system, so I can actually go back to my regular strategy probably and see how that fares up. But hopefully it's all good. Sorry for all you guys that, you know, that had your strat going into it, you know, your little placement strat, trying to play smart and get to the end game just to waste the entire week. But not that it matters. We're going to be going into next week focused up, ready to go, and hopefully we do well. Hopefully we get to the second round and hopefully place really well in the grand finals. But either way, guys, just wanted to update you guys on my Cash Cup situation. I know every week I usually do these Cash Cup highlight videos, but because of how bad the format was, the highlights this week aren't that great. It was sort of me just tanking away, realizing that I have to find a new strategy, as obviously if they kept that old format, Salty Springs was not going to be the play. But since I didn't have it figured out, I just turned the stream on and went for it. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a good one.